how do you get there? Like how do you do it? Like how your students are having so much success, and why is this so important if you are playing on the online marketing content world?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Such a good question. And I say this again as somebody who is like perpetually learning. Like we're about to cross 1,000 people in our course right now, which is like super exciting. And then thousands of people across. Oh my God, I love that you have that cue. That's the nicest thing. But I literally remember, I remember when my first goal was 8. I was like, listen, if I can get to 8. And then for whatever reason, the next number was 27. I can't even remember why, but it was 8, 27, and 67, and then 128. I can't remember again why those numbers. It was like, that's my benchmarks. That's my benchmarks. And it's really fascinating to see how the game does change and evolve. But I think the reason why this philosophy of design hacking for funnels specifically is what we're talking about, why it's so profitable is a few reasons. Number one, we figured out how to expedite the results that you can get. Like really, we have graphic designers who literally send me hate mail, like very mean things, right?
Wow.
Because they're like, you're a fraud. I had to go to school for 4 years to learn this. This is crap. Like you can make at most $75 an hour. Like it's insane what you're saying you can make, like blah, blah. And I'm like, listen, I get it. I would be so mad too if I spent 4 years and was in student loans to come out and best case scenario make $75 an hour. And then to see what people are doing in our course, where within a matter of 5 to 15 hours after joining the course, right? So again, as soon as the person that's made the money fastest has been a day and a half. Wow. When we have this thing in our course called Money by the Weekend, where it's like, hey, the week you make money by the weekend. And we have people do it over and over and over and over again. We're having a graduation. It's called Student Design School, right? We have a graduation for people who either made up the cost of the course, made $10,000, $50,000 or more. And we have over 30 people graduating, right? Just within the last little chunk of time. And again, I think one reason why is because our stuff actually works, number one. And number two is we have literally built a system that makes it so hard and difficult to get overwhelmed. Like it's almost like the reason you're not going to win is if you just don't do it. So what we do is we have all these different touch points. We gamify the entire thing. So we literally have 9 different badges that you win according to challenges that you do. So it's like, cool, you want to do this? Cool, let's just break it down. And every time you do it, you get a badge. And we literally just coded it into the back end. When you get a badge, fireworks go off. Because again, like you said, dopamine hit.
Yep.
And we just, as quickly as possible, we are trying to get them as many tiny wins so that they perpetually grow and grow and grow in their ability and capacity.
Yeah.
Exactly. So all of a sudden, these people who have been struggling to make money online for the last 2 years, or have been playing for a ClickFunnels account for the last 6 months, or whatever the case, all of a sudden within 3 hours, they have $2,500 in their bank account. And they're like, what the freak just happened? It's like, oh, well, we kind of tricked you, right? Like,
yep.
The first badge is sign a contract that just says you're going to do it. It's just a tiny thing, but boom, fireworks go off, right? Badge. And so again, and I think that's the reason why we've been able to be so successful when we do these things with our agency, or selling tickets to Design Hacking Live, or teaching this stuff across video, is we approach this design and presentation and storytelling element, which typically are these really fluffy, soft skills, as formulaic and concrete, and knowing the foundation, so that when you do know the formula, I mean, you can go off and branch off from there, but having this foundation that allows you to know, like, okay, what I'm going to do, what I'm putting together right now is going to work. And anyway, so I'd say like tiny wins, gamification, and taking really typically inferred as soft skills and making them concrete and really actionable.
This is, guys, listen to this on repeat, because I mean, there's so many things I think that might have, like fly under the radar here. I don't like the word genius, so I'm gonna use extremely smart hard worker. You are an extremely smart hard worker. This is incredible, right? Actually, so there's another book that we read called Barking at the Wrong Tree. Totally recommend it. I know you're into books, so that one is absolutely amazing. Yeah. And the guy talks about actually gamification, right? You were just talking right now, right? Those little dopamine hits. Mm-hmm. The example that he gives is someone trying to survive after he was left in a mountain with his legs broken, and he gamified his experience of crawling through the snow until he could get
to the next rock.
to the next rock, and then until he finally got to the village where they saved him, right?
Days later, by the way.
Days later.
Yeah.
But that translates the same to business. It's those little wins, those dopamine hits, they keep people going. And actually yesterday I was giving a workshop, and we were kind of sharing what Steve Larson teaches, right? Credit where credit's due. He teaches about those, right? The dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphin, how to induce those in your marketing, in your fulfillment.
Yes.
And I see that you literally included all those in your program, and I love it because it's actually, people might be like, oh, but you know, you're like putting all these elements, you know, dopamine, whatever, in your marketing, but you're doing it from a place of, I want to serve them. And I know most people fail after they enroll in courses, they stop doing them. So I'm going to use this to help them actually win, help them go through my entire course and win. So for those listening, if you have a course, if you have any program, right, coaching, whatever, listen to this again, because I think these are tools that you can use within your program, within your business, to actually have your clients get more success.
Yes. And that's crazy. Like literally, like I don't even send you a t-shirt, right? Until you made 1,000. I don't even send you anything cooler until you made 10. And then, but we have these levels, right? But what is crazy, literally crazy, is that the thing that keeps people going is all of a sudden an icon that was previously dulled lights up, a CSS firework, a JavaScript firework shoots off, and a little air horn goes off. Like that's it. and it's like I gotta get badged too. And all it is a boom, and
I gotta ask, is the air horn the one that goes like
the Hispanic one? Yeah.
No, we were friends enough, fast enough. I'll call my coder. I'll be like, listen, guys.
No, but I think it's wonderful why you're doing, Kathryn. I'm sorry because we know we're running out of time, and we're part 3 with the captain armbands and t-shirt.
Yeah, so much. It's gonna be amazing.
It's all good, but yes, I mean, the points that you just hit here and then on the previous episode, wonderful. I think people have to go back and really listen to this because it's literally like $10,000 worth of advice there.
We should merge the episodes.
It's a massive like shortcut that people can actually take to have success, not only on design hacking, but on their own business, on their own projects. And for those,
right, like design hacking, how do you present stories or offers? It's like, how are you going to present this story, this course information in a way that converts? Break it up, right? Like all this concept. How do you present information in a way that will convert, literally changing people from one form to another?
Yeah, and I want to add something is the people that you want to work with too, because you know that information, that story, kind of filters the people that you don't really want.
I mean, you're talking to Kathryn Jones. She's like the most unapologetic person in the digital marketing world. Your content literally is so unique that, you know, like I feel like people get attracted immediately to your personality, to who you are. And I mean, I think is made for your dream client, right? And I think that's another lesson for whoever's watching. Don't just go and do whatever the status quo of digital marketing tells you to do.